McGuinness is one of the world's luckiest footballers, I reckon.
There is he, mate.
Nice field.
Yep, that's Ronnie.
Sorry, mate.
Rules. Can you find that? Can you find that Merriman?
Yeah,
you got him. I've got him. Just got the ball now. Have it.
Yeah, that's him. That's Brown behind him.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, man.
Hocking.
Merriman. Mansfield.
Andrew Wills, I haven't seen of him.
Yeah, he's out there. He's another blonde, very blonde. He had a tracksuit top on last time I saw him. That's him in the goal square. Looks like the runner. Ball now.
Right, that's him, yeah, Wills. Must be on the interchange.
That's bad, you know, like, where did we see that a couple of weeks ago? One club was out doing the warm-ups. You could pick who the interchange players were because they didn't get their tracksuits off, and they give the other crowd, you know, 10 minutes to sort out a bit of a formation on a piece of paper. You know, silly.
They're starting at their 2 goals in.
Brown is short. Hocking, Hinkley, Brownless, Neal.
Yes, yeah, it's quite good, isn't it? Okay. Darcy on the interchanger. Darcy and Wills. Yeah.
All right, Prissy, give us the card up, son.
Good luck to you, Dennis.
You too. Good luck, Shawnee.
Hope you call well, Shawnee.
Dipper and McGuinness off for Hawthorn.
Start of the match at Princess Park. Hawthorn kicking to the left of screen, Geelong to the right. Burke, the informed ruckman in the competition. Platten with the first kick to Brereton. Dream start here for the Hawks. Clean possession out of the centre for Platten. And Brereton in front of Neild. And now just questioning where the mark is. And really should score a goal. 30 metres out. Only his third game for the year. The leading goal kicker in the club in 1985. It's pre-Dunstall. And taking plenty of time here. Familiar drop punt from Brereton, and he's kicked it through for a goal.
Setter. And Brereton taking a very good diving mark. 2 kicks and a goal for Hawthorn. The umpire decides to toss it up. The ground in pretty good condition. Lawrence gets it down. Hocking down towards half forward. Merriman slipped over. Collins claiming the mark. Merriman tries to knock it out. Bodies go in pretty solidly. Pritchard taken high by Stoneham. He wants to go on with it. Pritchard across half back towards half forward. Robran's the target. At the top, Schulz. Now an opportunity for Platten. On the outer side, he slipped over. Some surface water out there, as you can see. And now a free kick going Hawthorn's way. It'll be taken by John Platten, forward at centre wing. Ian Chappell did that. So Platten will kick towards half forward. Telling kick inside the attacking 50. Schulz over the top. Hudson, quick hands. Whitman did well to keep it in front. Thought he was pushed in the back. No free kick. And they bring it away. A relieving kick towards the outer side from Hinkley. Hocking short, looking for Couch, who runs up towards the middle.
Brownlow medalist from '89. Piercing left foot kick. Langford in the front spot against Brownless. Collins, very good take. Handball missed the body. No free kick to Pritchard. Poole, who's back on the team today. Now Couch again. Torpedo punt, didn't time it all that well. Brownless with an opportunity here. He's got some space. A high one to the goal square. Stoneham was there and punched away by Mew. And it'll be a boundary throw in.
In the pocket, Lawrence comes over the top and hits it out again. Socked away by Jarman, then Platten towards midfield. Burt comes in hard, keeps the ball in front. Schulz knocks it away, taken by Couch, feeds out the hand pass. Schulz goes again. High kick down towards the attacking 50. Oh, what a good mark. Gary Ayres going back and raking it in one hand. Tony Hall set a task right on the boundary line, so we've got a throw in front of the respective dugouts. And it's a goal to nothing. Lawrence and Burke. Lawrence back towards the boundary, and it's out of bounds once more. Just checking a few of the matchups. Langford has Brownless. Mew has Stoneham, much as expected. Schulz has Robran. Neild has Brereton. That's a task for him. And this ball is put out of bounds by Simpson on the full. So much as they were listed, that really is the element of surprise
in this day and age. So Jenke from half-back. Low drop punt, Robber on his target. Schulz punches it away. Tony Hall to Whitman. Quick kick. Jarman cleverly. Brereton the target. Newed at the back. Good give to Paul Deere. He can kick this. Just missing. 1-1 the Hawks. And Geelong yet to score.
Hawthorn pushing everybody up the ground, so they get Brereton one out with Neild, and the young man is going to get a baptism of fire this afternoon. Hasn't played many games, as you can see, just 19 years of age against Dermot Brereton. They virtually clear out the attacking 50. This is Tony Hall to Platten, gets it at the second opportunity. Brereton from behind this time, knocks it away from Neild. Now the mark is played in front. Did play the mark, so Neild has this ball up towards half-back. Hawthorn by 7 points. Neild towards midfield. Stoneham, good mark.
Excellent mark by Stoneham. Club champion last year. Centre half forward, the target. He's looking for Brown, first-year player. Darren Jarman, Anderson, Tuck. Stephen Hocking, surely a free kick, no. Thought he was impeded there. The handball by Robran, missed by Paul Deere. Hudson looked for a free kick. Rogers' little one away to Hocking, who weaves and turns and gets into a bit of trouble in the end. Schulz' quick kick, not good. Jenke missed. Then recovers to centre wing, Pritchard. And it'll be a throw-in up to half forward. Hawthorn attacking and lead by 7 points.
Two sides, 6 and 4 on the season, so a vital game this one. Comes behind, Bairstow over the ball, going nowhere. Platten, very busy early, to Whitman, 60 metres out, he pulls it back. Neild's in front, well done. Whoa. Made to earn it. So often the way with Brereton playing on the forward line, how the roles are reversed. Normally the aggression and the momentum lies with the defender. This is Burke on the outer side, having a wonderful season. Goes long. Look at that, a massive kick down towards half forward. Pack up into the air. Brown got hands to it, couldn't hang on. Knew the hurried kick. Back towards Burke. Burke at left half back. Kick is charged down by the little fellow Pritchard. Robran gets it across to Anderson.
Looks for Brereton. Kneeled with him again, Stephen Hocking. A hurried handball to Hinkley with some skill there to Simpson. Oh, gee, Brereton off the ball, just got rid of his Geelong opponent, Rogers, and has given away a free kick. Purely academic, really, because the Cats were clear.
Probably penalises the side, that sort of kick, doesn't it? Holds it up.
It's a good kick again there by Geelong, but to Ayres a strong mark. Been rejuvenated in the last 6 weeks. Been one of the great players at the club. To centre half forward, Hudson with the fly. Paul Deere and Trevor Paul. Schulz through his legs. Rogers. Deere goes to ground with Simpson and Couch over the top. A free ball. Whitman tries to get it to Anderson.
Hinkley confronted by Allen. Down he goes. And the umpire decides to ball it up. Gavin Dorr and Mike Viney in charge this afternoon under cloudy skies here in Melbourne. Thrown up. Burke gets it down. Schulz ran into a dead end. Well played by Hudson. Kept it in front, but then gave it away. This is Hocking, Gary Hocking, long towards half forward. That's a telling kick, but Mew gets back. Some very good defensive marks taken across half back. A couple by Ayres, and now Mew told to play on. Chips it out wide. Lawrence has to go after it. Mansfield is closing. Lawrence kicks hurriedly towards half forward. Bairstow traps it. Keeps it in front. Needs support and gets it from Schulz, who goes over the top towards Forsman, but the ball trickles out of bounds.
Centre wing. Forsman, second game today for the Cats. Now Robran opposed to Burke. Stalemate situation. Robran pushes it forward about 5 metres. Schulz caught by Jarman. Play on called. Robran scoops it out. Stephen Hocking. Hudson's tackle okay. Trevor Paul over the top. And again, the umpire will have it. And it'll be a throw up at half forward with the Hawks attacking and leading by 7 points.
Good crowd at Princes Park this afternoon. Bairstow dragged off the kick. Still some 15 metres Hawthorn's way, but Hinckley is in the road. Sends play towards the outer side. Mark is taken by Mansfield across to Couch. He's on centre wing. He goes towards half forward. Tuck's in the road. Michael Tuck plays on. Channels play towards the outer side wing. Here's slipped over. Geelong have got the numbers. Burke with some time sends play back towards half forward. Lawrence gets it on the ground. Stoneham is battling with him. Jenke was in there too. Merriman a hand pass straight up in the air. Poole's got it now. Hocking, good evasion, and he didn't move. It was all done with the body. Down goes Poole. Platten's got it.
Late tackle by Hocking, and Platten didn't like it very much. Free kick to Robran. Hocking and Platten would probably remember that 1989 grand final. The kick to the pocket. Brereton. Clever. It was a good kick by Brereton. Chance for Whitman here. Gee, Hocking didn't do particularly well. It'll be a behind. So the Hawks up to 8. And the Cats yet to score.
Most unusual centering kick, that one, wasn't it? It had stopped by the time the players got there.
Newell to bring it back in. As Dennis mentioned, a baptism of fire today on Brereton. It's a good athlete, Newell. Right up to centre wing. Forsman. Free kick to Geelong.
He's up towards centre wing. Darren Forsman. Kicks towards left half forward. Fisted away by Collins. Mansfield couldn't control it. Picked up by Merriman. Scrambles it down towards the pocket, and Brownless deep in the left full forward pocket. Bill Brownless snaps and misses to the near side. Cats get their first score.
Hasn't missed a game this year, Brownless. Langford to bring it back in. He's also played all 10 games for Hawthorn this season. One of the great fullbacks in the game, Langford. Good distance. Ayres was his target. Mansfield in the front spot. So you thought Ayres might have touched it first there.
Yeah, I think you're right, still.
Well, I saw Mansfield turn Collingwood inside out of Victoria Park about 3 weeks ago. It's a massive kick, wonderful kick. Look at this one go through. No, Lawrence was able to get back. And fortunately for Hawthorn, because it was going to sail through there, would have hit the deck and kept sliding, and Geelong get within a goal.
The veteran, Chris Langford, goes straight down the middle. Jarman will fly from behind. Couch knocked it forward. This is Bairstow just outside the 50. Good looking kick too. Back goes Brownless. Not required. Geelong's first goal. And the score's a level at Princes Park. And what a good kick that was.
Magnificent kick by Bairstow. Was able to take it from the Langford kick in. And from about 50 metres out, the Hawthorn defence trying to get back and touch it, but hit the line and rolled through. So the Cats all square here at Princes Park.
Back in the middle, umpire tosses it up again. Burke into the path of Hocking. Well played, he crashed his way through. Boots down towards the right full forward pocket this time. Brownless out in front of Langford, fell over. Brownless over the ball, penalised for holding it, given no time at all there. If you're a forward in that situation, look out. Hall's got the ball at left half back.
Short to Tuck. 414 games, Tuck. He's a marvel. Hocking in the front spot against Hudson. So the Geelong defence has stood up pretty well early. After Brereton's first minute goal, Burke was the target. Bairstow could have got a free kick. Allen hanging on there. Simpson to centre half forward. At the back, Jenke got his hand on it. Mansfield was there. Mew tried to get a kick away. Forsman trying to get it out towards Stoneham. Collins, no free kick. Ayres scrambles the ball only as far as Simpson. Can sit and wait for it a bit. Left foot towards full forward. Brownless. Well played, Langford. Bairstow, Allen with him. Mansfield. Brownless runs into Ayres. Collins' handball to Jenke.
Jenke puts it out of bounds on the full. Darcy on the ground in place of Simpson, who was about to come off, then got a kick as he ran back on. Now Darcy, centering kick, fisting away Langford. Couch couldn't control it. Bairstow in the grasp, gets it away to Stoneham, who boots it down towards the kickoff line. Langford couldn't control it, concedes a behind. And Brownless and Langford, two customers you wouldn't expect that from, get tangled over the boundary line. That's heavyweight stuff.
It'll be a free kick for Langford. And for over the shoulder, Dennis, so no point there.
So Langford with the free alongside the behind post. Not really the nature of either man. Great mark by Tuck. Superb mark. He started well. Kicks towards centre wing. Robran couldn't hang on. Schulz has got it. Towards half forward. Bairstow takes it. Tried to go. Shrugs off Allen. Two former West Australians. Long kick again. Taxing one for the defence. Mew gets it on the ground. Cannoning into him with Stoneham. Free kick to Mew this time. So both the central defenders acquiring free kicks. Wanting to play on Hawthorn. Not allowed. Jenke kicking it out towards centre wing. It'll come back.
Chris Mew back today from a hamstring injury. 30-year-old. He's played 207 games. But it's going to be to Langford. A high one. Ayres is there with Mansfield and Darcy at the back. Ayres has handball to Hall, instinctive. Then Anderson. Hall off the ground. Hocking and Hudson. Now Robran. Oh, very clever. Anderson. Oh, well played, Hughes. Some indecision there from Hawthorn. Left foot. Burke versus Lawrence. Lawrence gets into his back, gives away a free kick to Burke.
Well, these two sides played a classical game, a high-scoring game 2 seasons ago when they met in the grand final. And this has started with a terrific tempo. Langford was doing well in that duel down there. Beats Brownless again and comes away. Kicks it towards the outer side wing, or rather the members' side wing. Hauls over the ball. And it spills out of bounds. We've got a throw in. Scores are level. Just over 10 minutes remaining till quarter time. Burke to the back of the pack. Hughes stopped it. Now he's in trouble. Could have been caught holding the ball. Hall flicks it out wide. Lawrence over it. Dragged off it. Darcy on his knees was legged.
Handballs. Hughes sells a dummy to Tuck. Left foot to half forward. Collins with some courage. Good take, Bairstow. Shrugs the tackle magnificently. Merriman to Forsman to kick the goal with the left foot. And rattles a post instead. Well, Bairstow's strength, Dennis, has been a factor in the first 15 minutes. He shrugged 3 tackles off and given Geelong a chance on each occasion.
Yes, when you think of him, you don't normally think of robust play necessarily, but as you say, very strong on the ball a couple of times today. Good signs then for the Cats as Couch knocks the ball forward. Brown, hurried kick, it goes high in the air, drifting out towards half forward. Lawrence, a magnificent attempt, and he's paid. What a good mark that was. Growing in stature with every game. Steve Lawrence back towards centre wing. Robran up the ground. Up he goes. Couldn't hang on. Oh, that's very athletic by Brown as he gets it away to Darcy. Darcy a long kick down towards the pocket. Langford again. He is the master in that confrontation at the moment.
With Brownless. And another superb bit of play by the full-back. Geelong on top for the moment, but not on the scoreboard. Darcy at the back. Darren Jarman had to sit and wait. Darcy tries to crash through Anderson. Hughes had the kick smothered. Jarman to Tuck. Free kick against Darcy. And it'll be Jarman's. It's a lovely kick, Jarman. Pritchard. Hudson loose. Should hit him on the chest. Brereton and Neal could be the focal point here. The kick to Brereton. Well, it was a good kick, but he's had to go a long way away and very deep. Running into the space, and Hudson's kick was perfect. Taking his time as he did when he kicked the first goal of the match. Drop punt, across the face, out of bounds on the full. And Brownless, who's having a run on the ball, I would imagine, kicks to Burke.
On centre wing, fell behind the pack. Tuck got it to Jarman. In turn to Lawrence. Floats one inside the 50. Brownless takes the mark, and that's a pretty good move by Malcolm Blight, trying to get him a touch up the ground because he's been denied so far by Chris Langford.
Darcy's gone to full forward.
A bit more run down there, so they may benefit both ways. Tuck picks up the ball. Having a wonderful game so far. This is Buse, lively, towards half forward. Awkward bounce for Brown. Merriman has it knocked away by Collins. Eventually it comes to Hawking. Hawking was taken high. Jarman wants to argue the point. No point. Stoneham goes back. Short one goes in there to Merriman, who's just outside the 50. So Darcy is pulling Langford up the ground initially and turning him around to go back to the contest. Now he comes again. So what they're doing in effect is getting Stoneham back there for the long kick. It goes down towards Stoneham now, and he's taken the mark. So well fought out by Geelong. Langford showing he was hot, so they got him out of the way. Stoneham will kick from 15 metres out directly in front. This to extend the lead. It'll be 7 points. He kicks a goal. Ooh, made it interesting, but he's got it.
2-3 to 1-2. Stoneham with his first goal. Short pass by Hawking was to Merriman, and then Merriman's kick wasn't all that well timed, but as Dennis called it correctly, Darcy able to get Langford away from the heat of the battle, and Stoneham in the front took the mark and then just squeezed it in for a goal.
Right up in the middle end, 15 plays 8. Hinkley towards half forward. Awkward one for Ayres, who did very well. Knocked out by Anderson, taken by Hall.
Ayres' kick smothered. Here's Tuck. Jenke. Brownless should take it, and he does, and plays on and goes very short to Bairstow at half forward. Darcy gives him a lead. Stoneham comes in from the side. Off the ground by Stoneham to Hawking. Misses. Probably should have done better.
Yep.
Kicked it low along the ground maybe, but chance there for Geelong. And Dennis after Brereton goal within a minute. Geelong's been right on top here.
Yes, looking the better side. It was probably Hawthorn for the first 5-10 minutes, but since then Geelong have done most of the attacking. It's running a bit harder. It's Langford. Probably his side's best player. Goes straight down the middle. Not good to see. Tuck flew with Mew. It falls to Bairstow. Sweeping hand pass. Forsman running away from his own goal. Mansfield took on Collins. Nobody does that. Collins dragged him down. Allen gave it to Anderson, who boots it towards midfield. Clever by Whitman. Tuck's got it now through the middle. Tuck long towards Brereton. Brereton once, twice. Great mark. Well, young Forsman had bitten off more than he could chew at the other end. Andy Collins front on is a ferocious tackler, and they may well pay the price at the other end of the ground. They turned it over. Geelong thought they were headed for a score. They're all moving in one direction, and suddenly caught on the rebound. Brereton from 45 metres out. Beautiful kick. Points with just over 4 minutes remaining in the first term.
And against the run of play. Excellent mark by Brereton. Juggled it a couple of times, and the kick to match. Lawrence versus Burke. 2-2 to 2-4 here. Anderson's quick kick to half forward to Platten. With him Buse. They were interstate rivals a couple of weeks ago. Well played, Buse. Misses Merriman though, and he's got to try and get to this one. He did very well. High tackle on Trevor Paul, kicks it to Stoneham. Pay that one. He's got Bairstow if he hurries. Takes a long time about it and then kicks it to Darcy. Luck's a fortune, eh? Now Darcy's got an empty goal square. He really should go back and have a shot now. And he does. And he kicks it very, very well. But Jenke was able to get back and take the mark about 3 or 4 metres away. And now brings back his defensive kick.
Towards half-back. Good mark, Hall. No, he couldn't hang on. Stoneham dragged off it. Ayers has got it. Kicks towards centre wing. Robran and Schulz. Schulz has done well in that exchange. Thought he was pushed in the back that time. No free. Whitman confronted. Gives it away. Mansfield has it. High kick towards half forward. Burke tried for the chest mark. Ayers upended as he kicked. Anderson surveying the terrain, took his eye off the ball. Tuck. Plenty of possessions for the veteran. Floats one down towards Brereton again. Almost took the mark. Sliding in there is Rogers. Brereton emerges with the ball.
Platten caught by Neild. The tackling was good there. Excellent contest between Neild and Brereton on that occasion. And the kid has started well here.
What about Michael Tuck? Not exactly the kid, but 9 possessions so far.
Robran to do the ruck work with Schulz. Off the ground by Paul. Hall and Mansfield. Hip and shoulder, Tuck versus Bairstow. Oh, brilliantly played Bairstow. To half forward. Darcy caught by Langford, holding it. Well, there's some good players out here today. Tuck and Langford and Brereton for Hawthorn. And Bairstow in particular for Geelong. Langford having a brilliant opening quarter, gives it across to his mate Collins, who should kick it to Pritchard. Decides to go longer to Jarman.
Jarman set a task now towards the outer side. Couch is closing on him. Jarman slipped over. Couch has got it and comes away. Forward at centre wing. Jarman did well to apply some pressure, but Couch equal to the occasion. Long bomb down towards full forward. Brown missed it. 2 Hawthorn defenders fall over. They crawl after it, and it's a minor score. A real flannels atmosphere so far in this game. Finding Geelong leading by 3 points, 2-5 to 2-2. The breeze, I'd suggest, almost across the ground, perhaps favouring left half forward, at the end of which Geelong are going. Langford, not a good kick. Bairstow is held, his 10th possession coming up. And they've been strong possessions today, nothing about receiving. Bairstow's been in the thick of it. If he gets onto this, he'll give it a shake. Not a good kick. Falls in about 10 metres from goal. Opportunity for Forsman. Bumped off the kick. Stoneham across the face. Tuck will have to go, and he played it superbly. No, it didn't go out of bounds. Yes, it did. Well, that is centimetre perfect. Mansfield picked it up, but Tuck's intention was to fist it across the face, and he did that. So we got the throw in.
And Burke and Lawrence to do battle. Lawrence over the back. Bairstow again. The handball to the space. Jarman and Couch. That's a good duel. Couch's handball only as far as Jenke. His kick smothered. Free kick to Collins. At centre half back. Swings it wide to Anderson. There's some space here. Pritchard's going to have to work for him up forward. And so's Robran. The kicks to Robran. Poole got back well there. Twists and turns and then steadies on the right leg. Kicks it high as the siren sounds. Entertaining opening quarter, and the Cats lead by 3 points. 2-5 to 2-2. coming on, Dipper. Tucky's off, is it? Second quarter about to start. The Hawks trail by 3 points. Tuck off. Must be injured. And De Beer Domenico on. Burt clearly. A very good take by Hall. But Geelong mark to Rogers on Paul Deere. From halfback. High drop punt. Malcolm Blight very vocal at quarter time. Mansfield. Platten trying to get in underneath it with, I think it might be Hinkley. No, it's Darcy on the bottom of the pack. And Geelong in attack by about 5 metres.
Thrown up. Both the ruckman miss it initially. Platten knocks it out. Darcy hits it the wrong way. Hudson, quick hands away to Anderson from 50. Sprays it terribly. It bounces out of bounds, first bounce. In the right full forward pocket. Should have done better, had some time.
So should Darcy, I think.
Yep.
No feel for it there, was it?
No, he conceded about 15, 20 metres. Meterage is precious today. Low-scoring affair so far. Both defences well on top. Anderson, chance to make amends, missed the ball. It's across the boundary line with Hinkley. So a throw in the right full forward pocket.
Hawks in attack. Deere and Rogers. Deere clearly, and the scores are behind from that punch through. So the Hawks are up to 2-3, and the Cats 2-5. He's kneeled to bring her back in. Had both goals kicked on him by Brereton. High drop punt, holding up a bit. Well played, Burke. He was outnumbered, but able to punch it on about 40 metres in the end. Jarman, Whitman. Hinkley at the back, De Beer Domenico, Platten, hocking with him.
Oh, umpire.
Well, he was going to play it and then eventually did. Now Pritchard's kick to Brereton's a beauty. Look at this, wonderful kick. And the kid plays on. Runs a long, long way and kicks his third.
There's a great kick in. Brereton taking the mark and seizing the moment. Sneaking off to kick his third goal. And Hawthorn take the lead. They lead by 4 points. And as we said, Neil is going to find it tough this afternoon. Could well be the making of the young man, but so far he's losing on points down there, or more particularly goals. One down by Burke. High tackle applied on Allen. Allen to take the free, so testing time suddenly for the Cats. Allen's kick, not a good one. Slides out wide towards left half forward. Brereton comes up, lays it off to Platten. 55 metres from goal. That is a massive kick. It's a great goal. Two goals in the space of 30 seconds for Hawthorn. And they lead 27-17. Brereton made it. And then Platten manufactured some brilliance.
Long goal by Platten. Doesn't often kick that long with the right foot. But just timed it sweetly. And on it sailed. And the Hawks get a wriggle on and lead by 10. 4-3-2-5. Burke again wins it. Bairstow, caught. Lawrence trying to get the kick away. Couch caught. And that was pretty tough there, trying to get free with the ball, both Geelong and Hawthorn. Lawrence and Burke again. Burke clearly. Couch off the ground cleverly. Stoneham got his hands on it. Whitman, who's back today. Merriman takes Mew on. Cannot keep it in play. And Geelong look to get a goal back because Hawthorn has stunned them somewhat in the opening minutes of the second quarter.
Throw in. Down towards the left full forward pocket. Burke doing well to Mansfield. Good tackle applied by Whitman. Grabbed him as the ball arrived. And the kick spills out of bounds once more. Grey, gloomy day here in Melbourne. Certainly a bright start to this game. And Hawthorn, an even brighter start to the second term. Pushing the back there on Ayres. Gary Ayres in the right back pocket. Towards centre wing. Dippy Domenico. Great to see him back and playing. Hocking. Wasn't happy to see Dippy Domenico running towards him. Now advantage is played. The hurried kick goes across field and again. Coming through strongly, Darcy was held without it. And once more advantage is played.
Touches it on the ground once and then kicks it to Brownless. Whitman with Stoneham. Free kick to Whitman. Stoneham just a little persistent with the tackle. Had he taken his hands off him immediately, it would have been all right. So Whitman from the back pocket. Premiership player with Hawthorn in that magnificent final that had everybody a buzz a couple of years ago. Here's Couch. Collins and Merriman. Mew. Lawrence misses it. So did Mansfield. Oh, Burke playing very well. Good take by Jeeke in the conditions. The kick to the space. Robin fell over. Shields, I don't think, knows that he's on his own because he really had time to bend down and pick it up. Dippy Domenico unable to put a tackle on, and Shields running out with it. So it'll be a throw in on centre wing.
I think Hinkley was the closest man when Shaw's was going after that ball, but he was about 25 metres away, and the way this crowd is roaring, it's understandable that Shaw's couldn't hear him. Off the ground by Dippy Domenico, worth a kick well and truly down towards the attacking 50. Paul Deere, Platten held without it, taken low as well, so Platten gets the free. Right half forward, John Platten. Brereton wants it high and he wants it quickly. He was held in the run of the ball, no free kick. Darcy was taken high, breaks away. Long kick towards centre wing. Stoneham, it falls behind. Well done, Merriman. Simpson, hurried kick down towards left half forward. Up comes Brownless. Still Brownless running away from his own goal. Centering kick, it's 2-on-1. Good work, no. Forsman shepherded according to the umpire. Now I'm not sure he did. I thought he simply ran across his path. But he didn't stop. He was still approaching the ball, and surely he's entitled to take the run he wants at the ball. Ayres with the free kick from half-back.
An important one for Hawthorn. Hudson will get a free kick. So things going for the Hawks at the moment. Because Couch was within kicking distance. And Hudson from the centre square. Long kick. Brereton a beauty. Well, he's on fire here today.
I think we'll see a change if he kicks a goal here, Bruce.
Well, it'll be 4 out of 5 and give Hawthorn a 3-goal advantage. They lead by 10 points.
Possibly Rogers may go back there, but he had a hand in the other goal too, of course. He hand passed it to Platten, who kicked it.
So Brereton from 5 metres out. That's where the man on the mark is, and he puts it straight through the middle. The kid has kicked his 4th. And it's 5-3 to 2-5.
So Neild has to grin and bear it at the moment. Brereton 4 goals. And Hawthorn skipping away. So decision time, one senses, for Malcolm Blight. That's not the only problem they've got, but it's highlighting their problems deep in defence. Whether Rogers is the man, I'm not sure. Just looking through the players they've got available. Maybe Darcy, a former state fullback, could go back there and try him. And they lack the physical presence to do that. Maybe Shawls is the best bet. Still, the best thing they can do is kick a goal themselves. This is Bairstow looking to do that. He unloads. What a massive kick. It's a goal. Oh, what a ripper. His second. And Rogers is going back onto Brereton at the other end after what was a marvellous goal by Bairstow. The third for Geelong. It narrows the margin to 10 points.
Yes, a mighty goal by Bairstow. And that should lift the Cats. 5-3, 3-5, 10 points in it. Burke clearly winning the centre square. Anderson tackle. Bairstow, another one. Not this time. Brownless. Seesawing game here. And Brownless, from 25 metres out, was comprehensively beaten by Langford in the first 20 minutes of the game. And drop punt for goal. The Cats strike gold here with 2 goals in a minute and bring themselves back within 4 points.
Well, footy's a remarkable game. Hawthorn getting on top. All the focus of attention was down on Dermot Brereton. But suddenly Geelong dug deep, found something, 2 quick goals. And the game right back in the balance again. 4 points the difference. Exhilarating stuff.
Well, Burke and Bairstow have manufactured the last couple. Off the ground, Burke. Quick kick away by Neild. A clever mark against Deer. Might have got a free kick anyway. It's come up onto Deer after Brereton had kicked 4 goals on him. To centre wing. Missed by Hall. Dropped there by Darcy. But got it to Bairstow. Allen's tackle was high. Bairstow did duck. But with his strength, Ayres should probably take it. No, Forsman did well. Collins, and a good tackle there by Forsman. Missed by Merriman. Free kick coming back to Geelong. Allowed to play on, and the Mansfield kick is a beauty. Touched by Jenke, still in play. Touched again off the boot, or is it a goal? It's a goal. The Cats are in front. Simpson's kicked it. What a remarkable game this is, Dennis.
Terrific stuff. And you don't often see a goal like that one. It was almost a goal from Mansfield. They stopped it right on the line, and in doing so, Ayres overbalanced, crashed over the line, and because the turf is so dead down there, the ball didn't roll on for a behind, and Simpson was able to sneak it through. So back in the middle, the ground a buzz now. 3 unanswered goals to Geelong. Simpson left it behind. Platten's got it. And they came at him from every angle. Hinkley got it on. Worked on again by Merriman. Here's Bairstow. Bairstow from 30 metres. It's bending back. It's another one. They kept it rolling their way, Geelong, relentlessly, just pushing it, kicking it. And Bairstow, as he so often does, the icing on the cake, just drifting in and kicking a very talented goal. So Geelong suddenly increased their lead. 4 goals they've kicked in the space of about 4 minutes.
(6-5, 5-3). Magnificent goal by Bairstow, and Burke is just killing them in the ruck at the moment. That Bairstow pick up and goal, you'll remember that for a while. And Hawthorn suddenly find themselves right up against a wall after they led by almost 3 goals 5 minutes ago. On a day where goals shouldn't be all that easy to get. Lawrence went early, Bairstow still got it, but this time Platten was able to snare it to Hudson. Free kick against Hocking. Now, can he get it to Brereton? That's the target, but he didn't kick it particularly well. It was in the direction, and Darcy did a good job there because I think Hall fancied that he had the run of that. Darcy cut a corner, went straight for the footy, and took it off him. Geelong is lifted, and you can feel it right around the ground here.
Momentum has swung. Bairstow 15 possessions. Darcy's kick towards half forward, fisted away by Mew. Bairstow again, dragged forward, no free kick. They clear the zone. Hawthorn back towards midfield. Dippy Domenico's got it to Pritchard. Hinkley almost got him twice. Not a good kick as a result. Robran did well. The two South Australians. He got it to Jarman. Jarman goes to Brereton. Brereton's marked about 5 metres out. Well, what an amazing 10 minutes or so it's been. Dermot Brereton kicking at his 5th. And the irony is many of this crowd came to see another superstar. He was playing early this afternoon. But it's brought the best out of this man. Brereton kicks it. Well, if you were looking for 10 minutes to put in a time capsule, this would be well and truly high on the list. Hawthorn is 6-3, Geelong is 6-5. Shades of that memorable grand final the season before last.
It's uplifting, all right. Robran getting it across to Jarman. And the floating kick that had a bit on it. Brereton read it very well. And went back and kicked the goal. He's kicked 5 goals. Burke versus Lawrence. That one nullified. Lawrence gets a kick to half forward. Stephen Hocking and Hudson. Darcy has to concede a lot of ground. Did it all right in the end. Schulz' handball. And now Bairstow and Whitman. Hall off the ground airs. Anderson. Oh, great tackle, Bairstow. Hughes to Darcy. Reflex is not good enough there. Should have been able to get it to Hocking. And now Platten away. Hocking misses it. That's Stephen Hocking. Hudson and Hinkley. Dippy Domenico. Round his body. Point the difference. 6-4, 6-5. 40-41. And at half forward, half a dozen players getting involved. There's Hughes and Anderson. As the Cats, through Rogers, bring them back in.
Literally straight down the middle. Lawrenson from the side couldn't hang on. Button was held without it. Advantage is paid now. Jarman just outside the 50. Looking for Brereton. He's taken the mark. Dermot Brereton kicking at his 6th goal. So Rogers hasn't had the desired effect. Where's Mark Yates when you need him? 6-5 to 6-4. Brereton for the lead. He's got it. Or has it? No, he's missed. All the body English in the world couldn't help that one. He tried.
Squares it away. Rogers. Darcy's provided a lead. So did Schulz and Burke. Burke the target in the end. Robran's handball good to Allen, but the tackle brilliant by Hocking. Platten on the up to Jarman, who's getting some touches, and the kick's magnificent. Brereton couldn't quite take it. Hughes gets back. Brereton lays a tackle on him. Hughes to half back. Platten's had a good half. The Bairstow Whitman shoulder, again superb. Couch's handball, Hocking over the top. Forsman can attack, should kick it to Stoneham, goes longer. Brownless, Merriman at the back. The handball to Brownless, and Billy Boy has gold. The Cats by 6 points. It's 7-5 to 6-5, and Brownless has 2.
They combined well then. Geelong A very tight situation, and Brownless capped it off. What a terrific game it's been. Just under 11 minutes till half-time, and this game has had everything. Two sides who realise just how desperate it is coming in. 6-4 records. The way they come out of the middle, Hawthorn through Lawrence. And it's coming back to Lawrence, I think, as he gets involved with Mansfield. Away from the action. Footy Domenico's got the ball. Lobs it back to Lawrence. So a brief respite. I think the breeze is freshened too. Hawthorn are going with it. Up goes Rogers to fist away. Going off the ground, Hinckley. Gained about 20 metres. Mansfield. Lawrence wanted him. Mansfield boots it down towards half forward. It bounces in no man's land. Forsman made that land his own to Bairstow. Bairstow lobs it down towards full forward off hands. And one is scored. Geelong 7-6, Hawthorn 6-5.
Langford, who was so good in the first quarter, has had 2 goals kicked on him by Brownless in this term. Straight down the centre. Hudson in the front spot against Hocking. Hawthorn forward line pretty open. Hudson to centre half forward. Paul Deere there. Oh, clever to Dipper Domenico, and the big dipper for goal. Misses. Second point to Dipper Domenico. 6-7, 7-6.
Should have done better.
Yes, looked a good thing in the run, so to speak, as Rogers to bring it back in.
Here's Rogers. Towards the outer side then. Burke in front. Off hands. Whitman pulls it back towards full forward. Touch ball. Oh, that's crude by the Geelong player. Anderson will get the free kick. Darcy simply cannoned into his back, and the call was very early, and the umpire was only about 10 metres away from the players contesting the ball. They must have heard Darcy needed to apply some sort of tackle there. As it is, Anderson will kick it goal from about 35 metres out, and he gets it. Costly error for the Cats as the Hawks claw their way back.
Yes, a poor mistake by Darcy. Maybe the call was too early for him, but he didn't pick it up. Anderson had to sit under it for a while. Took the mark, but he really was snookered if Darcy had done the right thing and put a legitimate tackle on him. That crudely crashed him into the ground. And then from about 35 metres out, the drop punt was a good one to level it away at 48 apiece. Burke and Lawrence to do battle. An important 10 minutes coming up. Stephen Hocking missed it. Whitman. Bairstow. Anderson caught by Buse, and Bairstow dropped it. Bit lucky, I think. The handball out towards Hudson. De Beer Domenico getting some touches. Robram versus Schulz. Chance now. Jarman. Now for Robram. Straightens up. Was touched. And it's a behind. And Anderson and Buse talking about it about 20 metres out from goal. And the Hawks in front at 7-7 to 7-6. Really has been an exciting first half. You couldn't really have asked for more than this as Rogers brings it back, and he wants Burke.
Fisted away by Robran. Really attacking the ball ferociously. Jarman tried to give it to Anderson. Going against the flow was Buse, and he gets it out of bounds on the bounce. So a throw in. Right half forward for Hawthorn, who have answered the challenge now. 7-7 to 7-6. Just under 8 minutes till half-time. Well done by Burke. Couch on his knees. I'm not sure that was the intention, but he got it to Hocking, who pulls it back looking for Bairstow. What a magnificent attempt at the mark by Jarman. And the ball will come back. It's been paid. What a great mark. Darren Jarman, right centre wing, goes for distance and gets it inside the attacking 50. Dipper Domenico goes down, Hinckley goes down, and there will be a ball up.
Hawthorn attacking. And if either team can kick a couple of goals before half-time unanswered, it'll give them a little break. A match that has seesawed, with both teams having their moments. Di Domenico to Anderson, who's normally a good kick, round his body to the space. Hudson, Brereton was lurking and waiting. Stephen Hocking thumps it in the couch direction. Jarman gets into his back, put his hands on his shoulders. Lawrence squeezes it to Anderson, but just too far, but bouncing in. And again, it will be a throw-in. Hawthorn deep in attack. Jarman's lifted in the last 10 minutes. Robin and Burke. Robin gets to the front. Buse caught. It went through Paul's fingers. Bairstow with strength again. Paul with a run of it. Oh, very good take, but the tackle by Whitman was good. Deer.
Centre half forward lays it off to Jenke, who runs inside the 50, goes long, and misses to the right-hand side. Ray Jenke. The lead is 2 points. And Rogers, who played for Malcolm Blight and with Malcolm Blight at Woodville, assesses the lay of the land. There's a man loose out near the boundary. He ignores that. It's Darcy. Goes straight down the middle. Paul Deer favoured by the kick. Knocked forward though by Schulz. Bairstow again down towards half forward. Mansfield. Couch in trouble. Taken high as he hand passed. Stoneham. Hocking. Knocks it on again. Forsman's in trouble. Jarman claimed him. They're going in very solidly. Mew knocks it out. Down goes Allen. Down in turn goes Merriman. Eventually it comes to Hocking. Hocking towards Brownless. And Brownless has taken the mark. And what great courage was shown there by Mansfield, going back with a flight of the ball. Players making absolutely no concessions. Mansfield just going back like a hellraiser there. Brownless was coming up and they collided. So Brownless kicking from about 25 metres out.
For his third. To give Geelong the lead again. And the drop punt has missed. Floating away. Hawks with the breeze by a point. Langford. Tremendous first quarters, had his hands full in this. Straight down the centre, gets a lot of distance. Hudson, paid. He's had the better of the duel with Hocking. Called to play on. Ayres. Collins through the centre. Poor kick. Hall. Now Deer, or Ben Allen I should say. Buse in front of Platten this time. In the back pocket, quickly plays on. And a good kick to Simpson, to Couch. Not a good kick. Jenke went to ground, caught by Stoneham. Chris Mew with a quick kick. Tony Hall. Good mark on the chest.
Jenke still down on the outer side. Robran diving over the top. Schulz. Look at that for desperation. Schulz going after that ball. Forced a ball up inside the attacking 50 for Hawthorn, who have come back very strongly in the last 5 or 6 minutes. They're controlling play now. Kneeled. Long kick through the middle. Stoneham carried under the ball by Mew. Jenke held without it, says the umpire. So Jenke with the free kick. Still feeling a little sore. Lobs it inside the attacking 50. Darcy gets a fist on it. Bairstow, who's played inspirational football, drives it around the outer side. His 19th possession. Offhands it, falls to Couch. That's a wonderful duel in the middle. Couch and Jarman did superbly there. Di Domenico, Brereton. What a good kick, honouring a very good lead. So Dermott kicking at his 6th. Nothing better than seeing champion players play well. And we've got a few of them on the job this afternoon. Here's Brereton from 40 metres out. And suddenly his accuracy has deserted him.
Kicked the first 5 straight. Missed the last 2. What about that rob of Jarman's a minute ago off Couch?
Very clever, wasn't it?
Oh, he's brilliant.
The old wrap-around leg movement.
Rogers. Robin and Lawrence at the back. Merriman has been quiet. Anderson tried to half volley it. And didn't do particularly well there because Platten was on his own. Anderson had time to steady and kick it down his throat. But instead he kicked it out of bounds on the full. 2 1/4 minutes remaining. Geelong hanging on here. Free kick to Lawrence against Burke. Over the shoulder. Burke was the man in front.
23 free kicks to 10. There goes Burke. Back down to contest that ball again. Gepia Domenico scrambles it across the goal face. Hall picks it up, loses it. Hughes has got him. Well done, Hughes. The strength of the little man telling there. Couch in the middle. Couch goes for distance. Miscues. Some heavy shepherding done off the ball by Burke. Meantime, Stoneham's got it. Stoneham too far out to score. Goes down towards full forward. Brownless. Oh, what a good mark. The classical situation there. Langford was dropping back. He wanted to feel the body. And Brownless just snuck past him, lunged forward and took the mark. So Langford had his momentum going the wrong way. That was enough to set up this opportunity. This for the lead. Geelong in front. Geelong are 8-7 and Hawthorn is 7-9 inside the last minute of the half.
Well, it was a long way down the other end, but Hughes' effort on Hall set that up. Didn't commit himself to rush in after him, waited for Hall to make a mistake and then got the footy over. Couch eventually, the Brownless mark was good and the kick was rewarding. 55-51, it has been a magnificent contest. Jarman, Whitman, Pritchard's been quiet. Oh, Couch well played to Bairstow. Eight, 7-9. And Geelong by 5 points. 20 seconds remaining here. Langford again down the middle. Couch in the centre. Not paid. It was probably as good as the one Hudson took from a similar position a couple of minutes ago. And I think the siren's going to beat Geelong here, who are forward of centre, with the seconds ticking away till half-time. Burke, as he's done all through the first half. Jarman gives a free kick away and the siren sounds. Couch's free kick. And is he going to take it? Or is it Simpson's? I think it's Couch's. No. Couch knows it's his. No, it is Couch's. He's going to come back. And I think it's all statistical anyway, Dennis. He's not going to score from here.
No, but I think he's a better option.
No doubt about that. 100-1 Simpson, 66 Couch. Tell you what, if it was Bairstow, and he really got onto one, this man can kick a footy. He'll try the torpedo, you would think.
Yes.
Hawthorn big guns back in the square. Mew and Ayres and Langford and Lawrence. Well, this will bring the house down if he kicks it. He didn't kick it too badly. In fact, he kicked it rather well. But Mew took the mark. So at half-time, it's been exhilarating stuff. It's 8-8 to 7-9.
Which side do you want, Bruce? Which side do you prefer? Alright, well, doesn't worry me. I'll just putting the rubbish down in this corner, that's it. So what a tourney. I gather, yeah. Either that or Kieran likes making people up.
Lovely.
Dennis, darling.
Just do me.
No, you sound like somebody.
You know. Sorry, mate.
Oh, you poor thing. Well, I don't think I can catch that. Sit down and I can party when you're still done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is anything else under control now? You leaned into my fingernail.
I have a little pain.
Nothing like a fingernail.
Dennis didn't need new piece?
No, I won't need one.
Do you want to check your beautiful hair in my beautiful mirror?
That's what I've got.
Oh, he's got his own beautiful mirror, that's right.
I've trained this to make me look better.
Hello, mate, how are you?
Hey, hang on. I want a bit of your
Very well.
beautiful hairspray.
Oh, terrific game, isn't it?
I'll just get this stuff out of the way.
I thought it was excellent. In fact, I almost felt as if it was done by somebody who knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
What did you think? Yeah, it's terrific, mate. It really, I mean, it's a pity it's such a short replay today because you could have played, probably play all of that and it was good stuff. Hopefully, yes, tell us what to do. Yep. Yes.
Should we kill that?
Yes.
4 goals. Terrific.
Okay, mate. Yes, I will.
What do you think, Davey? All right?
Sure, mate. It's got about...
See that you can put yourself on it. You still want it.
okay, mate. We've got about we'll give you about a minute 10 at the end, Dennis.
Minute 10. Is that yours or mine?
That's
yours.
I think. Yeah, this is leaking, man. I'm ready, mate, whenever you like.
There you go, son. So we're pre-recording this, are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll record, guys. Roll record. Well, it's been a tremendous first half here at Princess Park. Geelong lead by 5 points, 8-8 to Hawthorn, 7-9 after they led by 3 points at quarter time, 2-5 to 2-2. Brereton has 5 for Hawthorn. Bairstow and Brownell has 3 each for Geelong as we take a look at the highlights of the second quarter. Okay. Say when, mate. Is it a 2-shot or a 1? Yep. Okay, mate. So there for me, and then there. Straight down that way.
Dennis, can you just move the drinks out of the way?
Jesus, Dave.
So I'm looking at this one. Yep. Say when, mate. Number of outstanding passages of play. I don't know, Dennis Committee, you're enjoying this as much as I am.
It's a fantastic game of football. I've got to say that second quarter, Bruce, was the best I've seen. We've got good players playing well. Brereton at full forward probably should have 7 goals. And Mark Bairstow, 20 possessions to half-time. But other things he's done today, I don't think I've ever seen him play better. His tackling, putting his body in, it really has the makings of a great finish. Hopefully we get that this afternoon. Taking a look at the stats, well, they're pretty even as you'd expect. These two sides played out a classical grand final 2 seasons ago, and I think on the balance of what we've seen in the first half, it's going to be a great game of football, a memorable one, this one, because it has contained some magic moments.
Free kicks 24 to Hawthorn and 11 to Geelong. Burke's been the big winner in the centre to give Bairstow and also Couch a chance. And the Couch-Jarman clash has been terrific.
Been outstanding, yes. Burke, the dominant big man on the ground. Brownless was certainly given a spray by Mal Blight at quarter time. Came out, kicked 3 goals in the second quarter. He could hold the key to this game. If they develop something up forward, Geelong, a big chance in this. But Brownless played very well after Blight really got hold of it.
OK, 5 points in it at half-time from Princes Park.
Here's his Dermot chip. He's up. Oh, no, he's going back. So little Claw.
Start of the second half, 51 to 56. Magnificent second quarter. And the quick kick by Jarman. Brereton, who's kicked 5 goals in the first half and could have had 7. Buse to Darcy. From half back to centre wing. Stoneham in the front spot. Mew against him. Simpson missed it. Couch sits and waits. Jarman gets his foot in there and puts a tackle on Hocking. Couch with his right foot to Merriman on the 50-metre line. Bairstow short and on his own, and Brownless. Bouncing Billy can really kick a football, and from 45 metres has a chance. Drop punt across the face, not quite making the distance off a Hawthorn hand, and it's a behind, so it's 8-9 to 7-9. Langford to bring it back in for the Hawks.
Had a wonderful first term, Chris Langford. Wins it out towards left half back, and Ayres. It's been a really torrid affair as Ayres goes down towards half forward. Darcy over the top of Hall to fist away. This is Whitman confronted. Paul Deere to Platten towards centre half forward. Hinkley in trouble. Pritchard, who's been quiet, to Paul Deere. He goes down towards the pocket. Brereton, awkward half volley. Hit him in the face. Paul Deere's over the ball. Knocks it Hawthorn's way. Good shepherd by Brereton. Releasing Jarman, who's dragged off the kick. Darcy scrambles it out. The mark is held by Schulz. Schulz out towards right half back. Miscues with a kick. Wobbles down towards centre wing. Couch missed the mark, recovers well. His 16th possession. Probing kick into the forward line through the hands of Brownless. Collins went over the top of the ball. Mansfield is working hard. Tackled by McGuinness. Holding the ball, says the umpire. Terrible decision.
And could have got one a little earlier, Mansfield, when he didn't have possession and was dragged off it. Jarman misses it. Forsman with him. And Jarman carries it about 25 metres forward.
He looked a bit tired there, didn't he?
He's sort of moving, but you're right, he looked as if he'd run his race almost. And was gasping for air. Burke and Deere. Bairstow, who've been magnificent today. A delight to watch. Jenkins good mark against Simpson, and he could kick it to McGuinness or Lawrence. He'll go to Lawrence now, centre half back. Stoneham late after Lawrence had taken the mark. This game is delicately poised. Ayres the target. And he makes it Ayres, like he often has over the years. Twice the best player on the ground in the grand final. Drop punt. Paul Deere. Hip and shoulder against Schulz. Too strong there and got rid of him. And now plays on and he'll kick it to Brereton. Rogers. And had no intention of keeping it in, but there would have been a very brave umpire to pay it against him.
Oh, it was almost out when he arrived at the ball. There's Dermot Brereton. 5 first half goals. Boundary throw in. Rucks go at it. Burke wins it wide of the congestion. Tipping it to Domenico. Thought he was pushed in the back. Nothing doing. Slapped out to Buse. High kick towards half back. Couch is working his way on top in the centre now. He leads Jarman by about 5 possessions. It's been a wonderful duel. That's ambitious. That possession doesn't count for too much. Hocking goes down. Ball jarred loose. It's a hot potato in there. Platten Lawrence goes off the ground, finds Hall. And that's the sort of thing that can win a game like this. A bit of luck. Hall playing in front. He'll kick from about 40. Tony Hall, generally quiet. Wish to level the scores. Hasn't got the carry. It hits the post halfway up. Well, poor defence by Geelong. The set play, Hall is having a shot, and it's just Brereton and Rogers in the goal square. They've got to get a big fellow back there. Rogers Geelong lead by 5 points. Kick to the outer side, and speaking of big fellows, the best on the ground, Burke claims the mark, plays on immediately across to Hocking, who goes towards half forward, off hands. Over the ball is Simpson, tries to knock it out. Ayres falls on top of him, and we've got a ball up.
Geelong attacking with the aid of the breeze in the third quarter. Burke and Lawrence. Jarman with a quick kick away. Anderson after Brown missed it. Pritchard's handball to Dippy Domenico was good. Brereton a long way up from full forward. Shepherd's for Allen. Gone. Good tackle by Hocking. Rogers to centre wing. Couch and Jarman. It has been the clash of the day. McGuinness forces it to the boundary line. Tuck going off at quarter time after having 9 touches in the first term. Tremendous contest. Two teams that are on the borderline of challenging West Coast this season, and this match in the context of the year could be vital. Bairstow, 17th kick, Mansfield, and now will it sit up for Dippy Domenico? No, it doesn't. Hinkley with the chance. Good take, McGuinness gets into his back, free kick Hinkley. And Dennis, he can kick a footy, this man.
Yes, he is a good kick. He started as a forward. He's found a niche in defence with Geelong. He'll go close from here, Bruce.
Well, his last quarter at North Hobart, when he turned it around for Victoria, was memorable. He did it by kicking 3 goals. Now Hinkley from 45 metres out, breeze at his back, drop punt, straightening up. Cats sneak away. Hinkley does the job. 9-9 to 7-10.
Well, Scott McGuinness, he's not all that agile. Just quite quick running in a straight line, but that time couldn't pull up or go around Hinkley. Simply got in his back. And in the final analysis, conceded the goal. So Geelong with a handy lead now. Back in the middle, Dippy Domenico. Inside the attacking 50, and what a grand mark that was by Buse. Backed himself against the ball. There was no margin for error there. He sends it back towards the middle. Whitman went back with courage. Burke has got it. Crashing his way through McGuinness. Down he goes. Whitman gets it on to Platten, to Anderson. Anderson kicks towards full forward. Hinkley goes back. Well played. Brereton was coming the other way. Hinkley goes for the boundary. Finds it. And the central umpire says, toss it in. 17 and a half minutes remaining in this third term. 63 plays 52. It's thrown in. Shores gets it down in front. Geelong scramble it forward, working hard around that outer side. Eventually, though, it spills to Platten. Allen, quick hand pass away. Anderson is running in, intent on drawing a man. Rogers will have to go to him. Anderson, the little chip, puts it through. Some indecision. Anderson gets a valuable goal. 9-9 to 8-10.
He's a real athlete, Anderson. Former long-distance runner as a junior. And he was trying to draw Rogers to him to take it over the top to Brereton, but eventually got close enough. Kicked the check sign goal for his second. Burke versus Lawrence, 58-63. Burke wins it. Whitman's handball to Lawrence, around his body. Being held onto there was Darcy. The kick by Ben Allen. Courage. Can kick it to Jarman.
Great mark by Platten.
Wasn't it a beauty, Dennis? And now Jarman from 45 metres out. He's a thumping kick, this man. Well, he's timed it superbly. And again it hits the post. 8-11, 9-9. It's a thriller at Princes Park.
16 minutes till three-quarter time. Andrew Rogers has gone back on a Dermot Brereton. Goes in short. Hinkley the mark. Swings it out wide. Hocking out there. Stephen Hocking plays on from half back to centre wing. Slipping over was Platten. As a result, Couch uncontested. Darcy on the overlap. Storms through centre. Goes looking for Brownless. What a good kick. Now that kick has travelled 50 metres with pinpoint accuracy. Brownless didn't have to break stride. Dismal first quarter. Came storming back in the second. This one is missed. He kicked 3 goals in the second quarter. Behind there, the margin is 5 points.
64-59. Langford. Drop punt. McGuinness at the back. Mansfield at the front. Good play, Collins. Well done, Hinkley. And again, Hinkley. Caught by McGuinness. Too high. Well, McGuinness gave the free kick to Hinkley, who scored the goal 5 minutes ago. And this one not in goal-scoring range. Mansfield's at centre-half forward calling for it. Brownless is there as well. Danger here for Geelong if Hawthorn take this footy. Brownless in the front spot. Gary Hocking. Across his body was Hudson. And when Hocking's on the bottom of a pack, as Rodman coming on for Hall, anything can happen. It's now with Buse. Clever to able to squeeze at 20 metres. Good tackle by Bairstow, a beauty. Paul gets it from Mansfield and kicks it superbly for a goal. Oh, the Bairstow tackle again. 10-10 to 8-11.
I don't know what Malcolm Blight's got him on, but I wouldn't mind some of it. Mark Bairstow. Inspired football. He just took the man on front on. Was awarded the free kick. The advantage was paid, and Poole finished it off. 10-10, 8-11. The crowd at fever pitch, and why not? There's Bairstow again. Overran the ball that time. Mansfield has pushed off it. Dragged off it was Hudson. Couch shovels it out wide, taken by Hocking. Back towards Couch. You haven't got time this afternoon. He was dragged down by Jarman. This is Hudson coming away. Telling kick down towards Brereton. Once. He was held. No free kick. Robran got it across towards Allen. Allen still working over the ball. That'll be holding it. I'm not saying it was holding it. You just know it will be. Rogers back towards midfield and Couch. Runner outside is Bairstow. Couch dragged off it. Now Hawthorn with a great opportunity. Runners in the middle. Pritchard goes long looking for Hudson, and Hudson takes a very clever mark. Hocking ran directly at him, and Hudson evaded him, stepped around him to take the mark. Paul Hudson will kick from about 45 metres out. The Hawks, in a seesawing affair, trail by 11 points. But they'll finish with the breeze. Couch getting a word from the runner back in midfield. He chose the wrong option. Bairstow was free on the grandstand side. He tried to take it back to the middle, but now Hudson misses to the near side. 8-12 to 10-10 in a classical game of football here at Princes Park.
He's kicked 27 goals this season, Hudson, but zilch so far today. Rogers' kick. See the wind helping here. Free kick. Advantage again paid. Buse, who's played brilliantly. To half forward. Brown, who's been quiet. Jenke to Langford. I'm not sure if he's fully fit after a brilliant first quarter. Darcy and Robin. Well. Did get rid of it in a hurry. And then was held on to, and you can't believe it. Robin from centre wing. Lawrence is on his own if he wants him in the centre square. Goes long. Pulled here. Hudson to Anderson. Drop punt for goal. and again rattles the post.
Had a few of those this afternoon. That would be about the 5th poster.
I was going to ask you if you've been keeping count. 61-70.
So Andrew Rogers to bring it in. 11:20 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Rogers, long kick. Burke, strong mark. Plays on. Hocking over the top to Couch. He'll go close from here. He settles. Long kick. Brownless. Was there a push? Yes, there was. Langford to take the free kick. And listen to that crowd. Langford. Members side. Ayres in front. Brown comes over the top. Poole does well. Still it's Poole. Hoisted high. Brownless is on the lead up the ground. Langford gets a timely fist in there though. And gets it out of bounds.
Bouncing Billy with his 12 kicks and 3 goals. Now the focal point. After being beaten early, Burke and Lawrence. Mansfield tries to crash his edge through. Does it brilliantly to Bairstow. Another gem. That's 4. Well, the Mansfield handball was tremendous. 11, 10, 8, 13. But I doubt, Dennis, if I've seen any one player play a better game than Best. I mean, surely Ablett in those final series, but this has been inspiring, hasn't it?
Different sort of game that he's playing, obviously. 23 possessions so far. He had that year off coaching down south in Western Australia, and I'm sure those sort of things, coaching in that environment, rounds off a player very well.
76-61. The long kick by Merriman to Brownless. Langford did well. Brownless still got it. Round his body to the goal square. And suddenly it's Hawthorn being besieged now. Geelong with the scoring end, and you'd reckon the margin there in front at the moment was about the advantage.
Yep.
2.5, 3 goals in these conditions. So the next 10 minutes could tell a tale.
Boundary throw in. Burke's in front. Oh, interesting. Not again. Bairstow snaps, hasn't got the carry. Off hands. Collins rushes it across. And that's dangerous up against the fence, and the fans should keep their hands off. Most of them do. (11-11 to 8-13). Langford. Looks a bit like Christopher Reeve. Played that way in the first term. Good mark taken on the Mendes side by Mew. Mew pops it over the top. This is McGuinness. Plenty of space. McGuinness hoisted high inside the attacking 50. Schulz gets it on the ground. Vipia Domenico lays it off to Robran. It requires precision. He didn't have it. Over the head of Allen. Hudson. And the ball spills out of bounds. Well, had the kick been as it should have been from Robran, Allen would be going back, lining up the goal now. As it was too high. 11-11 to 8-13.
Andrew Wills on the ground for Geelong on Hudson. Deere wins it to Allen, smothered off the boot by Hocking. Gary Hocking that time, and again a throw-in. Burke decides to come down, leaves Lawrence on his own. Couch will come back and fill a hole 30 metres away from where we're looking. So Deere and Burke again. Burke wins it. Hughes. Here's where Lawrence is. Brown has to go and goes very well. Played to Ayres. The 2-7s. Here's Jarman. McGuinness, Couch, ducks his head but gets a very important kick away. Missed by Merriman. Well done, Merriman. Played by Brown to Bairstow. Number 5 misses. 20th kick. And some great play by Geelong there.
Always a problem, Bruce, on a surface like this one. That plant foot, when you try and prop to settle as you kick, can give way. And that time Bairstow, just as he was dropping the ball onto the right boot, that left foot gave way. Kick in from Langford. In front Ayres, fisted away. Merriman did well in a tight situation. Bairstow, here's a chance for Wills. And he's put it through. Bairstow in the thick of it again. So Geelong could be claiming now a match-winning break. Well, that number 3 has been worn with distinction by players like Ken Newland and Fred Wooler at Geelong, and I doubt it's played any better than it has this afternoon. 12-12 to 8-13.
And Merriman did so well there as to get that ball to Bairstow and the rules to kick the goal. So the Cats with the break. (84-61). Is this the moment of truth for Hawthorn? New against Stoneham and Couch. Still Couch. He's been caught with the footy a lot in this quarter, and he was lucky that time. But he'll get a free kick, and Jarman hates the decision. Can't stand it.
It's almost made him physically ill.
All of that and more, I think. So Couch from centre wing. And another goal here, Dennis.
Yep.
Will be critical.
Hasn't this man lifted, Bruce?
Great game. Kick to Paul was good. Collins very late and very strong. Now Brownless will be a target here in the goal square. Paul's not a bad kick. Drop punt is a good one. Brownless off hands. And forced out of play. Simpson and Brownless just tangling up there. Ball in the pocket. Can Geelong manufacture a goal here? Will Burke set it up for them? Stoneham, left foot snap. Oh, miraculous goal. 14-12 to 8-13.
The reward for sheer strength there. Barry Stoneham took it, off balance, falling away, threw it on the left boot and somehow steered it through. What a magnificent goal. The best and fairest winner last season has now put Geelong in a commanding position. The last 15 minutes or so have probably set this game up for the taking. Couch. Jarman, I don't think, can run with him any longer, and we highlighted that point just after half-time. It took a lot out of Jarman to stay with Couch in the first half, and Couch has been a dominant factor along with Bairstow and Burke and so many others in the last 10-minute surge by the Cats. Hinkley left it behind. Robran dragged down. Brown taps it back. Merriman in trouble. Ball jarred free. Bairstow gives it off, but only as far as Platten. It spills across the pool. High kick to centre wing. McGuinness goes back. Awkward bounce for everybody. New gets it across to Anderson. Anderson with some space. A rarity this afternoon towards half forward. Brereton may have come out to centre half forward. Merriman taken high. Advantage is paid. Hawthorn a little bit rattled at the present time.
Hinkley, Langford and Brownless. Brownless with a thumping kick. Stoneham in the front. New at the back, off the ground, well played. Pritchard's been quiet. Caught. Jarman. Clever. McGuinness. The Hawks need a goal. Darcy attacks the footy. Robran there. Ball up. Geelong hold it up. 90-61. 4 minutes 50 remaining in the third quarter. Lawrence went very early and Burke won it. Brown took it beautifully. Left foot. Hocking. It's all happening. Bairstow. Over the top again to Stoneham. Oh! Took too long. Wonderful smother, but Barry should have done better because the Hocking Bairstow setup was first class.
But Ray Jenke, let's acknowledge his commitment there. It was terrific. And as Bruce said, it should have been a goal. Jenke got it from Lawrence. Over the top, Burke. A chest mark, if you don't mind. A touch of arrogance there. The Cats are really sticking it to Hawthorn now.
He's not hopeless here, Dennis. He's got an outside chance.
He gets onto it. He fancies himself. It's a boomer. They'll contest about 5 metres out. Off hands. Langford skids it towards the boundary line. Unfortunately for him, it stayed in. McGuinness goes off the ground and completes the job. So boundary throw in about 50 metres out from goal. Geelong, a marvellous third term. The breeze not enough, you'd think, to get Hawthorn back into this.
Burke at the back is smothered by Merriman. Mansfield gets some distance with the left foot. Brownless one out. Played Langford. Brownless with a chance. Off the ground and behind.
Ooh.
Clever though.
Hit the fence hard too.
5-goal margin.
It's a fight on the wing. Brereton and Rogers involved. The boundary umpire, in fact the reserve umpire now out there, the emergency, having a word to Brereton and Rogers. I don't think there's been a report.
Bairstow. Brownless. Langford with him. Brownless gets a kick away. And it's out on the full. So Hawthorn kick to Langford or Jenky. Take your pick from the back pocket.
It's hard to keep up, isn't it? There's Langford. Hard against the behind post. Goes for distance. Stoneham over the top. Paid the mark. And that breeze is freshening now. Looking at the flags down there atop the Carlton Social Club, they are starting to get a bit of movement. Almost fully extended, those flags. Stoneham, meantime, on the breeze, down towards the kick-off line, behind an opportunity for Mansfield. Wow. Geelong are 14-13, Hawthorn are 8-13. So it's 6 goals to 1 in this term. 2:23 remaining till three-quarter time.
Mansfield's first goal. He was the star in Geelong's win over Collingwood at Victoria Park this year when he kicked 6. 97-61. 6-goal margin. Hocking round his body. Brown a fingertipper. To the space to Couch. Brownless with him. Langford outnumbered. Well played, Langford. Very well played, Langford, to beat Brownless and Couch, but Brownless should have done better. Had Couch loose and was unable to get it to him. The champion full back from the back pocket with a drop punt. Ayres holds his ground. Rogers. Ayres is marked. Quickly onto Pritchard, who needs a bit of a lift. Robin with some body strength. De Beer Domenico. To Paul Deere. Good kick dipper. Ben Allen must kick a goal. Drop punt. Straightens up, misses. Costly had to drill it through. 8-14 to 14-13.
He could have almost straightened there, Ben Allen, instead of trying to kick it across his body. Still easy from here. It's been a very hectic contest, this one. Hughes. What a good kick. Poole, he kicked it 60 metres and found Poole on his chest. Marvellous kick. Poole from half back towards half forward. When they're good, they're very good, the Cats, and they've been very good in this quarter. This is Mansfield on the boundary, spears it into Billy. It was a half volley. He tries to knock it on. McGuinness goes crashing in for Hawthorn, and we've got a whistle. So we're down to a minute remaining in the third quarter. 97 plays 62. Another goal here would just about sink the Hawks. Mansfield looking to do that. Playing the spoiler. Kicks it straight up in the air. Off hands. Whitman surrounded and gives it away. And that was bad luck for him too. I think that left foot of his, or was it the right, he kicked it with his left. It gave way underneath him on what is treacherous topsoil. And now Mansfield with a chance.
From 45 metres. Kicked the previous goal. It's a long kick. And he should make the distance. Drop punt. Just hooked it. He made the distance all right, but brings the margin back to 6 goals. Big lead in the circumstances. As the siren will go now. Langford to kick it in. And at three-quarter time, Geelong by 6. first goal, don't they?
Yeah.
The Hawkers. They missed Tucky a bit, I think.
Yeah, the way he started. Hudson's off. Still Hudson?
Yeah, hasn't done much today.
No. Not a happy camper either. He's shaken his head before and now he's kicking the turf. Dave's dad's got him up in front.
Geelong by 6 at three-quarter time. 14-14 to 8-14. They go to the left, and Burke, who's been quite outstanding today, wins the thump. Mansfield's kick doesn't go anywhere. Tackle on Stoneham was good. And Hawthorn really needs a goal quickly. First 2 and a bit quarters. A magnificent contest, and then Geelong took charge. Burke again. Bairstow. Drop punt. Magnificent. 15-14 to 8-14. The sort of thing that really inspires you there. I mean, the Burke-Bairstow combination today has been brilliant.
Yes, classical stuff. Bairstow characteristically that time storming around the outside of the pack, settling and kicking from 4. 5 goals to Mark Bairstow. A virtuoso performance, not far behind him, that man Couch, who boots it out towards the centre wing. Geelong have got the numbers. This is Simpson. Worried out of it, though, by Ray Jenke. He could have been held without it. Jenke slaps at goalwood for Hawthorn, and eventually it goes out of bounds. So just the start the Hawks didn't want, conceding the first goal.
Langford on Stoneham and Mew on Brownless.
So boundary thrown on centre wing. Paul Deere asked to do a lot there against Burke. He's simply not tall enough. Simpson takes it close to the boundary line. Hall's in trouble. Taken high, and he'll get the free kick. 30-17. Free kicks favouring Hawthorn. Tony Hall, fine player, but not based on those figures. Towards half forward, Burke, like a colossus, comes over the top. Couch from centre wing towards half forward. Stoneham the target. Up he goes. Was pushed in the back. Don't pay the advantage. Yes, he does. Well, Simpson was under pressure. It wasn't a good kick as a result. And the ball is scrambled out of bounds on the full by Whitman. So nothing working for the Hawks.
Stoneham. Mansfield working for him at centre half forward. The kick towards Brownless won't get that far. Lawrence went early, didn't take it. Then fell over and panicked a bit. Collins, Ayres, Burke. Missed by Wills. Clever by Anderson. Nice tap on by Deere. Dipper too slow. Wills got him that time. Dipper got it on. Hughes has been very, very good. So's Couch. Stoneham. It was a good kick, wasn't it? It was precise.
Oh.
Too far out. Almost shirt fronting the boundary umpire. Brownless the target. Through his legs. Mew. Collins and Brownless. Geelong hold it up. And I just wonder, Dennis, where Hawthorn can manufacture 7 goals from.
Can't see it from here, Bruce. Still. Been a great team for a long time. Who knows? Lawrence gets it towards the boundary line. Merriman stood up in the tackle. Down goes Simpson. The ball's out of bounds. and it will be thrown in. In the gathering gloom at Princes Park, that certainly doesn't match the disposition of the legion of Geelong supporters here this afternoon, who are really enjoying this. It's a return to the good times. Simpson deep in the pocket, across the face, Brownless almost. Ayres crashes into the pack. They've given it away. Merriman up in the air. Bairstow misses, off the ground by Mansfield, and that should do it. It would have been fitting, I think, if Bairstow had kicked his sixth, but Mansfield was there. On the far side, Pritchard and Poole get involved, but it's interesting when you think back over the last few days at Geelong, just the impact of the announcement by Gary Ablett to come back. Perhaps that's had something to do with this performance this afternoon too. A lift for the club, and they've played like an inspired team.
110-62, Burke to Hocking. Oh, Merriman clever. Stoneham, great handball, number 6. Well, they're going to win by as far as you can kick your hat on a windy day. 17-14 to 8-14. Some brilliant play, Burke and Hocking and Stoneham and Bairstow. Has he ever played better than this, Bairstow?
No, I saw him play a lot in Perth when he won a Sandover medal. But 33 possessions today, 6 goals, and some fearless work early in the game, and it was torrid. Any question marks over Mark Bairstow have been dispelled today. There weren't too many, of course. A much decorated player, but he has been superb, and it may be the best game of his career, and that's saying something. The kick from Ayres inside the 50. Brereton comes out and takes a strong mark. He had 5 goals to half-time. He's kicking at his 6th here early in the final quarter. Will take a good kick. That's a beauty. That is a terrific goal. Quick reply. Hawthorn 9-14, Geelong 17-14.
Mr. Couple Brereton after kicking the first 5.
In retrospect, when you think back to those, Bruce, they were very important misses, weren't they?
Weren't all that hard.
No.
And Hawthorn was right with Geelong at that stage. They led Geelong by 3 goals at one stage in the second quarter by 16 points. Brereton was 6. 1-1, 6-68. Can the Hawks get a run on here? Will the Brereton goal inspire them like it has in the past so often? Ayres' free kick. To centre half forward. Deer strong against Schulz. Still Deer, no free kick coming. And Geelong has been ferocious. Deer wanted a free kick badly. Believed he deserved it.
I think he had a case. I thought he was held by the arm. He's gone back to full forward, and Brereton after kicking the goals out at centre half forward.
Burke again. Thumped on by Paul. Jarman, clever. Long one. Gee, that's a good kick, isn't it? 10 goals, 14 to 17-14. And maybe Couch has won the duel. That's fair to say, but Jarman's been an important contributor with 14 and 5, and a great goal there.
Interesting, since half-time, Couch has had 13 possessions. Jarman has fallen off the pace with 6. But up till half-time, it was nip and tuck. That was a very classy goal by Darren Jarman. He still is standing, Couch. 17-14 to 10-14, as Bruce said. It seems too much. There's the time remaining. But then again, this is Hawthorn. A lot of great players out there, a lot of proud players. Lawrence. Geelong would, I think, feel comfortable if they could get the next one. Couch is in there, and we've got a whistle. It sounds crazy. They're 7 goals in front. They're playing like inspired men, and yet you never quite discount Hawthorn. Rucks go at it. Won by Lawrence that time. Couch has got it. Tries to ferret it out somehow. Jarman reaches behind to grab it, and we've got a ball up slightly Hawthorn's attacking way. A ferocious game this afternoon. Burke, ball slipped over, that was bad luck. Couch grabs it, towards half forward. Well done by Merriman. Into the path of Simpson. Langford working in front of Brownless, goes off the ground. It comes to McGuinness, wants to beat the tackler. That was ambitious. Eventually got it to Mew. Centre wing Hall.
Had a quiet one today. Jarman's very short if he wants him, and so's Platten. Poor kick, wasn't it? Awful.
Shocker.
50 metres against Brereton. Significant, because Burke will come up and can kick the goal.
Gutsy marked that by Burke. Two men bearing down on him. Eyes only for the football. And he's been one of their heroes this afternoon.
Well, normally you'd say he's the best man on the ground, but there's been another man who's been towering here today. There's Burke, the drop punt. And you can put away the glasses now. 18-14, 10-14. Well, a poor kick by Hall, Dennis, giving Burke the chance, and then a bit undisciplined by Brereton.
Yes, yeah. Burke, at the beginning of the season, they were running him on and off the bench with Hooper. And I think they're doing the wise thing now. I remember against the West Coast Eagles, when he came off, that was the time the Eagles made their move in that game. Burke has recaptured his best form. This is Ayres towards half forward. Robran left the ball behind. Off the ground by Darcy. That tackle was far too high. It'll be a free kick to Rogers, who picks himself up from beneath Platten. He's done well today too. Went back and quietened Brereton, headed by some inaccurate kicking. Burke marshalling his own forces in Hawthorn there. Simpson. Well, it's been a memorable day for Geelong fans today. Here's Simpson. Kicks it down towards full forward, almost the mark in front of Brownless. He's paid it. Well, it did stick for a little while, long enough according to the umpire. I suppose this would be cat heaven. Brownless, that's very impressive for a forward. 16 kicks. You come along early, you see Gary Ablett, and then you watch the main go. Brownless gets another goal. That's 4. To 10-14.
11 goals to 3 since half-time. Geelong at its very best here. Brownless, well, if you're a Hawthorn fan, you might dispute the mark, but he had it there for a while. And from 20 metres out was never going to miss, and put through his 4th. Brereton back to full forward, Deer to centre half. 128-74. Lawrence, for one of the few times in the match, wins it, but only to Faris Hinkley, who hasn't had as much to do today. Here's Mansfield. Whitman behind him. Brown gets rid of Ayres, and that's not easy. Now Schulz gets around Jarman to half forward Merriman. So a lot of nice tap-ons today. McGuinness, Stoneham, free kick Hawthorn. McGuinness. Still a fair bit of feeling out there, even though Geelong leads by 9. I wonder if this match can be the turning point for the Cats in 1991 when we look back late in the season. Remember the day they came to Princes Park. Free kick to Hawthorn, to Anderson, to be his 14th. He's kicked a couple of goals, has worked pretty hard, but nobody's been a match for the other running player for Geelong in Bairstow. He's screw punt towards half forward Hinkley. Plays on now to Burke or Bairstow, take your pick. They've both been magnificent. Bairstow holding it up for the moment. 24th kick about to come up. It's kicked 6 goals. Oh, it's a good kick too to Brown. Running into the space. Brownless at full forward. There's an empty goal square. And Brown goes for it with a long one. Stoneham. Well played, Mew. Merriman sits and waits and then kicks it over the shoulder. What a Rovers goal that was. All clear. 6 points. 2014 to 10-14. And Dennis suddenly could we possibly have a challenge at the West Coast? Could this Geelong side maintain some momentum now and go for the flag?
Well, with today's performance, you'd have to say yes. I mean, it's been an outstanding effort by Geelong. And what a goal that was. I mean, Merriman, it was more in the build-up. He just hung off the ball and then accelerated through it. He almost kicked in the one motion. That was one of the goals, certainly of the afternoon. One of the best of the round. Marvellous goal. Who would have thought at half-time we would have had this sort of finish? We were talking about a big finish, a game deserving of a good finish. Well, only one side could play at that level for the full 2 hours. It's turned out to be the Geelong Cats.
Burke, Lawrence wins it. Jarman, high one, doesn't go very far. Buse. So Hawthorn facing another massive defeat here for the 3rd time this year. Allen to half forward. Platten cleverly. Pritchard and Anderson can raffle it. Pritchard from the pocket short to Brereton and gets him. And Brereton having a word to Rogers and a laugh. 10 marks, 10 kicks, 2 handballs, 6 goals. Clearly Hawthorn's outstanding forward. And in the wash-up, we shouldn't underestimate his first half. It was brilliant. And Brereton misses badly. So he's kicked 6 goals, 3, the kid, and it's 75 to 134.
That seems to be his worst angle, left side, on about a 45-degree. Kick to the outer side. Hughes keeps it in front. Allen over the ball now. Slaps it out towards Paul Deere. Down he goes. Hughes towards the boundary line. Play on, says the umpire. And they do. Pritchard is in there. The ball's not with that pair, but they're having a little bit of ill-tempered behaviour towards each other. Meantime, just away from them, Burke goes up, thumps it down. Anderson claimed, goes off the ground eventually. Well done by Merriman to Couch. He boots it down the attacking side of right centre wing. Well controlled by Stoneham. Back to Couch. They're simply too quick, too nimble. Forsman got it across to Hinkley. Hinkley goes long down towards full forward. Back goes Collins. Haven't seen a lot of him today. The goal umpire just did. At close quarters, minor score 20-15 to 10-15.
Robin at fullback, Alan Joyce throwing the players around a bit. Lost cause now. And maybe it'll be another 10-goal defeat for the Hawks. Beaten by Adelaide and West Coast by massive margins this year. Couch with Jarman. And it'll be the umpires. 135 to 75.
I'd just love to see Wills get over at the base of this pack. We could have the old firm, a very old firm of Burke and Wills.
Alive and well. Merriman, who's got better as the game's gone on. Couch to half forward. And it'll be a ball in, throw in there. As Mew, the 30-year-old, back from a hamstring today, came back out of retirement last year. Now Lawrence and Burke, well, Burke again. What a game he's played. Stoneham there. And picking himself up, Whitman. Slowed down a bit the game now, as you'd expect. Inside the last quarter of an hour. Lawrence, Couch, smothered by Ayres. Lawrence goes to ground, Bairstow claims him. Stoneham's handball doesn't go far, Whitman. It's a real slog out there. Ayres, quick kick by Pritchard. Platten, Ben Allen, round his body to the space. Hall with a bit of strength, goes to ground. Good handball to Paul Deere. Tries to draw a player to Hudson from centre half forward. Good looking drop punt, but across the face. Misses. And the Hawks go to 10-16. Geelong 20 goals, 15.
Well, Couch now has 32 possessions. I suppose 30 possessions is like a century to a batsman in cricket. So Couch can acknowledge his boot to the crowd as Rogers kicks in. Bairstow has had how many? 31 possessions, but I think they stack up even better than Couch's. Those things are hard to separate though, as Ayres gets a free kick at right half back. That's for Geelong as he goes in short and finds Hudson. All the sting really has gone out of the game now. Hudson will kick from about 40 metres. Wasn't too happy about coming off the ground at three-quarter time. 2015 plays 10-16. Hudson, not a good effort. Out of bounds on the full in the right full forward pocket. Well, the margin at half-time was only 5 points Geelong's way. And here we are now, approaching time on. And it's out to 59. Ball has to come back. He's got to kick it over the mark. So Andrew Rogers in the back pocket. Towards half-back once more. It falls behind Aditya Domenico, who goes off the ground. Merriman keeps it in front. It's a little desperado, Merriman. If he intended that, that was brilliant. He got it to Hawking. Forsman. Here's Wills. Runs to 50. Long kick. Groundless dropping back mark. Groundless thinking about centering. Lays it off to the man who gave it to him. That's Wills. So he'll kick from about 30 metres out on a 45-degree angle. And the Hawks getting drubbed now. Starts it right and it stays right.
Poor kick by Wills, but it doesn't add up for much right now. 10-goal margin, Robin to bring it back in. They found some players here today, Geelong. Collins in front of Hawking. Both players trying to make a point there. Collins goes for the option of 2 against 1. Here's Darren Jarman. Clever to Hudson. Brereton short. Hudson to go for goal on his left foot. And doesn't make it. Darcy drops back. Came on about 15 minutes into the game. And Simpson went off, went onto a centre wing. And has done all right. Kick finds Forsman, who hasn't had a lot of touches. But that one's a bad one. Holding the ball. He just froze, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, I think they'll understand he's not happy with that, but Malcolm Blight probably can now just gently make the point after the game because it matters not.
So the Dipper to kick his first goal for the season. How many's that, Dennis? 6, I think, isn't it? Something like that.
6, I think, yes.
Hitting the post.
Yep. That was a lazy kick, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Off about 4 paces.
Just leant back, didn't he, and tried to steer it through without kicking it. And the result was not what he wanted.
Rogers, what a good kick. He's done that a couple of times. Darcy. Hinkley, the meat and the sandwich, but kicks towards half forward. Clever mark taken by Jenke going back. Cross his body, intended for Lawrence. The big fellow did well. And tidy handball. Jarman, high up and under, down towards the pocket. Back goes Rogers, and he'll be content to escort this one across the line. So the Cats have answered every challenge today. Throw in, left full forward. It is very dark at Princes Park. Burke, the backhander. That was Brereton going through. He'll fight it out till the last. He hurt Merriman in that exchange. Meantime, Poole gets a fist on the ball and puts it out of bounds.
After Hinkley's kick around his body. 136.77. So Wills and Hudson. Poole Deer that time. Free kick to Deer against Burke. Right on the 50-metre line. Brereton in the goal square calling for it. Quiet day for Deer, 3 and 5. Brereton in the middle, out to Di Domenico, to Hudson, and his snap misses, so Hawthorn inaccurate. Not finishing off their work, and they're up to 10 goals 18 to 20 goals 16. Hudson missing. Kicked a couple of points in this quarter. Less than 6 minutes to go on a day of high excitement at Princes Park. And now this match petering out.
Rogers finds Darcy. This is Wills, right half back towards centre wing. Bairstow under the ball. Ayres takes the mark, plays on immediately. This will be interesting. Brereton fell over. Rogers sprawled over him. Still they go after it. Hall eventually. Off to Anderson. Anderson down towards full forward, and I think it's skidded through for a goal. It has. That's his third. And it's fair to say, just looking with the naked eye from the grandstand, it was very hard to see the football on occasions against the crowd. It's getting that dull.
Very dark here. In a grey old day, and a grey result for the Hawks. Anderson's third. 11-18 to 2016. Lawrence and Burke. Lawrence has run a few in this last term, but Burke's done the job. Jarman's kicked the full forward. Oh, great mark, Brereton. That was a terrific mark. He's hurt himself a bit too. He'll try and run that out. Grimaces a little. Kicked the goal from a bit further out than this, about 8 or 9 metres further out earlier in this quarter. And Dennis suggests that this angle's better for Brereton than the other one, and we would suggest that that's correct. He kicks his 7th goal, and the Hawks get it to 12-18 to 20 goals 16.
I think it's just like a golfer who prefers a particular sort of shot. I think that angle to the other side is just one he doesn't seem to like, because he doesn't get too many from there. I can remember the game in Perth a couple of seasons ago when the game was on the line. He had a shot from about 20 metres out, 45 to that side, and missed. Still, he's a champion player who's kicked 7 goals today, and had they followed his example in the early going, they may have been able to get away with a match-winning lead. As it is, of course, it all stands for naught this afternoon. Chris Mew had his problems. The longer the game has gone, the better the key forwards have played for Geelong. On the outer side, it is very dull now. Meantime, Jarman has the ball. It skids down towards the pocket. Di Domenico should have bent down to pick it up. He was thinking about this soccer. Hinkley, oblivious to any personal safety, was sprawling after the ball, and I suppose that encapsulises the difference in the second half between the two sides. Kamikaze almost, Geelong.
Burke, Paul Deer, Bairstow. Oh, gee, Brereton. Savage, wasn't it?
Yep. Well, the game has to be played until the final siren, and that's the point that Dermot Brereton was underlying. No easy possessions in his vicinity, and that's to be admired.
Bairstow from the back pocket.
Nothing wrong with that, Bruce. He just came really hard, didn't he?
Torpedo punt. Burke. And Ben Allen on the bottom of that.
I suppose some people may say, why so late in the game bother doing something like that? But they may play again for higher stakes later in the season. He made a point.
And there may be a critical moment.
Yep.
And Bairstow's got to show the courage we know he has, and Brereton might be running down on him. Here's Bairstow again. To Buse. To Couch. He sells a dummy only as far as Jenke. He's got Jarman short, but probably won't go there now. And he'll bang it back towards centre half forward. It's getting very dark. As we've mentioned before, Brereton at the back. Anderson, left foot. Chance here for Hawthorn. Collins has gone right down there. Oh, brilliant. Well played. He's got some skill, this man, Hinkley.
Kicks to the outer side, looking for Forsman. Just wide of the mark, out of bounds, but the crowd appreciating that great defensive work. given the quality of the opponent too, Andrew Collins, I think, is held in high regard by supporters all around the league. He was going back after that ball, and Hinckley did so well. An element of finesse in the way he got the ball off him. Burke to Forsman, Platten. Hasn't been one of his greatest games, but no questioning his endeavour. Hughes, clever to Wills, through the middle. Back goes Simpson. He's out towards left half forward, Sean Simpson. Tackled, gets the kick away, only about 10 metres worth. Stoneham. Bairstow, another possession. Wills, hoisted high. Robran, was he held? Not according to the umpire. Billy in a lot of trouble down there. McGuinness slaps it out. Goes back to the two fallen players. And they lock it in. So Mark Bairstow now, 25 kicks, 11 hand passes.
6 goals. Adds up to something quite special, doesn't it? Lawrence, no free kick for Geelong. Jenke with a chance here. Lawrence getting rid of Gary Hocking off the ball fairly, and Jenke's kicked the centre wing. Darcy has been a good contributor today. So the Cats are sailing home. Tremendous performance. Lawrence and Burke. Ayres. Jarman for his 20th kick. So he's kept going, Jarman. Hughes just waits and leaves it for Rogers. Back to the centre, or Hudson misses. He's going to give it to Jarman, then round his body to Pritchard. Jarman inside if he wants him. Pritchard to the goal square. And a lovely kick for Brereton. He'll go back and kick number 8. Reminiscent of that grand final against Essendon in 85 when he kicked, was it 8 goals in the losing side? Ablett then kicked 9 a little later on in the losing side. So over the top of the grandstand, Brereton for number 8. 13-18 to 20 goals 16. And it has been a significant contribution.
Oh, yes. And he's kept on keeping on right till the end, as evidenced by that collision he had with Bairstow just a couple of minutes ago. You've got to admire the man for that. He plays forward football like very few people have ever played it before.
With real aggression.
Yep.
I guess Lockett's a bit like that, but full forward. That's his fielder. 10 seconds remaining. Burke with the thumb.
You wouldn't want to play state football as a defender for another state, would you?
With those two there.
No. Keep your insurance paid up. This is Collins. There's the siren. A marvellous win to Geelong. 2016 to Hawthorn 13-18. The Cats simply too good. Can't even read that scoreboard. 13-18 to 2016. What's that margin? 40 points, is that all it was? Yep. 25 to 5.
Do you want to finish for dinner?
Nah, not unless I particularly need one. What about this? Live or recorded? This?
I'm not sure.
Oh, if it's
Usually
live,
do
I
this
might.
live.
Yeah, if it's live, I might have one.
Dave?
Usually do this live.
Dave? Is this, are we doing a live cross to the other ground? Just
Yeah,
asking? I'll put this in there.
yeah, put it in. Yes, certainly.
Hey, Brucey, Roddy is a happy man tonight.
Oh, thanks, Shawnee. I thought he might be. Thank you for that. It's just nice to know. For sure.
It's official.
Shawnee.
I know I see him in the paper once.
Only once. They kicked 13 goals to 6 after... Oh, no, was it 12 goals to 6 after half-time?
Yes,
And
sir.
Hawthorn kicked the last 3 goals of the game. I think they did, didn't they?
Yes, yeah, they might have too. That's a good point.
So it's sort of...
Makes it
even a
better
little-
than, yeah.
Is that yours, Shawnee?
Hey, Shawnee, you must be
Hey, that's
travelling
probably all
all
my
right.
change that I haven't seen back from you yet, Shawnee. That $20 bill that you produced 3 cherry ripes with. Does all right when he comes to the footy, Shawnee. Comes with about $8 and goes home with 20.
Oh, they want to kill you.
They won't, mate. No, if it's to do with money, they won't mind.
David will.
Ah.
He bought like his dad. That like Brucey.
Can't
Sorry,
understand what happened there.
Like his dad.
He might what with his dad?
Bought my dad the
Ah.
preacher.
Right.
Oh, God.
Good guard.
Just occurred to me South Australia and Western Australia. How depressing.
What was that?
I just thought of South Australia and Western Australia and thought I was depressed.
Oh.
It just occurred to me then. Oh, Jesus.
Who's doing it with him?
Just Ross.
And Mel Brown, the famous Mel Brown.
Is he coaching now?
No, he's not coaching. Who is coaching? The famous Barry Cable. Yeah.
Is John Cale coaching this one? Listen.
Don't know that either. Probably. I'll find out.
You-
on the night.
When you see him walk out, you say, I
On
know
the
who that
night.
is.
Got it, Cale.
Build him up.
Roddy didn't come over here.
No, he would have gone in the club room, Sean. He'd be talking to the players and he'd be pretty happy. Is he still there, is he?
Is he?
No, well, he's just chatting away, letting them have a shower and then go down and see him. He'd be pretty happy with them, Shawnee.
He's funny.
Yes, mate. Okay. 2, yeah.
You talking to Sandy tonight, Bruce, to that?
Highlights. And we're going to do it live, mate, are we? Are we going to do it live? Okay, mate. We're a few minutes away. So we've got 2 minutes all up. Okay, mate. Wouldn't? What'd they win by, mate? Did he do anything like it? 32,000 then.
How let's a this, Brucey?
Sorry?
How let's a this?
Well, I am actually, Sean. I got the earpiece in. Yes, mate.
Hey, Sandy.
Rocky, open mic. Gee, they're making a noise, all right?
Yeah, it sounds like something's happened. Has something happened? Is there something after the game or nothing after the game? Sounds very...
Yeah, it sounds like something was happening, but maybe Lockett was just walking off the ground.
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
Create some excitement down there.
5 goals. Oh, someone's done a
They're
good
firmly
job.
entrenched now, aren't they? The Saints? Yeah, here they are, 3rd spot. And Geelong jump to 4th. And or are they in front of North Melbourne on percentage, Geelong? Yes.
Where are they?
Geelong will jump to 4th, mate. 7th to 4th.
just mentioned, yeah.
Because I'll go above Melbourne and Hawthorn, and I'll go above North Melbourne. So it's a terrific day for them.
I had Brisbane getting off the bottom last Sunday in Sydney, and I forgot bloody match ratio because Fitzroy played a game less.
Oh, yeah.
I thought they'd all play, you know.
You see, there's a situation at the moment today where Footscray got more points than Carlton, on 22 to 20, but are behind them. Because of match ratio.
It all gets a bit much if you're suddenly trying to fill.
Fairly soon. Okay, when he throws to me, I'll say, "G'day, Sandy. It was a good match." And by the way, Sean, he says hello.
If he forgets, I'll put it in.
Yeah. And if we both forget, forgive us.
You didn't know, you just yell out.
I just shot.
Okay, mate, that's 6 minutes then.
To us.
Until we come on.
Oh, God.
If you really truly relax.
Well, you can put those votes in.
3, 2, 1. Burke second.
3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Open.
I'll give him to Brendan.
Thanks, mate. Yeah.
Said I've been a late back to Melbourne today, did he?
Hey?
I've been a late back to Melbourne. The boys up. They're late.
They came back today.
Yeah, I've been a late.
They got caught. Their plane was delayed.
Oh, right.
There's a bit of a struggle. They didn't think they better make it, obviously.
Oh.
You off, Kevin?
See you, Kev. Thanks, mate.
Kev.
Yeah, I'll see you. Kev, what do you got next week? You know? I think I'll be with you. I think I'm doing that.
Obviously. Where?
I think it's at Waverley, sure. I'm not sure.
So we're a bit lucky to get back last. It's going to happen sooner or later. Someone's going to get
Stranded.
stranded, and
Well, we're doing
someone's
so
going to
many
get stuffed
games,
up.
aren't we?
Because they diverted some planes back into Melbourne last night, the international ones, but they let us land, and I didn't even realise we were landing until we hit the tarmac. Was that foggy? At least we hoped it was the tarmac. We're just chatting, and suddenly bang.
That's the one.
Just relax, Shawnee. It's all right.
You know what's what, Rob?
Right.
Waking up cruising in the taxi all the time.
I need one of those.
29 screenshots each. Or 26
Scotty.
Scotty.
That's our cue. Oh.
That's all right, it's working.
How many possessions Couch after all of that? Did anyone know?
I think he had about 30 at one score. Yes, mate. Hello, Sandy. Good, mate. Going well. We had a terrific first half and it fell away, but Geelong were fantastic.